when things get hard, I always think of what my father told me when I was young. He said, son, you have two wolves inside of you. One of them is gay, and the other one is gay. Your boyfriends. Welcome back to the Better Man Project. My friend, this is where we like to build strength for what matters most. Today we'll be talking about why a man will absolutely fail without a purpose and give you my insight on good ways to find purpose, why that's so darn important. Now with this 3-part workout, first 2 parts are muscle building, increased muscle size. The third part's just going to be conditioning. That's going to be an absolute torture session. I can't wait for that. But part 1, I'm doing a couplet of incline dumbbell presses, 8 reps, 103 tempo, reverse grip rows, 8 reps, 103 tempo. So that's 1 second up, 3 seconds down. One of the most ignored key essentials when it comes to building muscle size is the speed of movement. Along the way, as we get started, I'll tell you why that's just so damn important and how so many guys, they want to build their muscle size to get bigger, but they're just absolutely wasting their time because how they lift will not allow them to do that very much at all. So let's get started. By the way, we're doing 3 sets of this first part. Off we go. I mentioned the time under tension and why I'm doing this 103 tempo, 1 second up, 3 seconds down, and why a lot of guys, they want to build muscle size, but they're absolutely wasting their time with how they lift and the speed that they lift. If you look at actual strength training knowledge, not bro science stuff, which is just put as much weight on the bar as you can and lift it up and down like you're having a seizure, but actual strength training stuff, the most tried and true principle on how you put muscle size on is increasing your time under tension. So that basically means how long you're lifting the weight for. So if you think of most guys when they're bench pressing, they're 1 second up, 1 second down. They're not even taking a full second to go up. Benefit of the doubt, 1 second up, 1 second down. Say they're doing 8 reps. That's 16 seconds of time under tension. But 8 reps at a 103 tempo, that's 4 seconds per rep, times 8 reps. That's 32 seconds of time under tension. It's much better for building muscle. Now with these slower tempos, a lot of times, well, you definitely have to use less weight for 8 reps at a slow tempo compared to 8 reps at a manic tempo. But if you want to build muscle, you have to have good time under tension. Slower times under tension is good for building muscle. It's really terrible for your ego. That's why guys hate it. Because 1, it's harder, and 2, you're going to be lifting a lighter weight. That's like, it's hard, and I don't look as strong. Man, the ego doesn't like that. The ego is just a narcissistic idiot inside of all of us. And I love having one. You just don't want to make your decisions with it in the driver's seat. So when I'm in a muscle building cycle, spending a few weeks on it, I'll start off with these tempos, 1 second up, 3 seconds down, and I'll progress to 304 tempos. So that's 3 seconds up, 4 seconds down. That's 7 seconds per rep, times 8 reps, that's 56 seconds. And I think it's based on Charles Poliquin, a famous strength coach. He's no longer with us. He talks about aiming for 60 seconds of time under tension. That's most ideal for muscle building. So 60 seconds is most ideal, and most guys are going 1 second up, 1 second down. They're getting about a quarter of time under tension that they should per set, which means relative to their goals, they're wasting their time. Now here's the fun part. It absolutely sucks to go slow. It hurts more. It just requires a hell of a lot more effort, even though you're using a bit less weight. But pro tip, if you want to put on muscle size in various phases, that's the most effective principle to go by. Time under tension. And that's a wrap on part 1. That feels good. It's been many, many months since I've done intentional hypertrophy, increased muscle size scheme in my workout. So that feels good. I always find it feels good to use my body in a way that I haven't really used it before. So while it feels good, it's also, this kind of training is the most boring to me. So we've got one more part with something similar, and then we'll get into part 3, which is just character testing torture. Okay, second part of today's workout. Flat dumbbell presses, 8 reps, 1 second up, 3 seconds down tempo. 1 arm rows, I'll use kettlebell for that. 8 reps, 103 tempo. And then banging out 15 setups. Gonna do 3 sets of that. Hard truth, there's a lot of weak men out there. Also, there's a lot of weak women. Women, suck it, you're weak too. This channel's for men, so that's what I'm talking about. Why are there so many weak men? I think the primary answer is because too many men lack purpose. If a man doesn't have a purpose, he doesn't have a reason to be strong. And make no mistake, there's actually no men inherently without a purpose. There's just many men who don't know their purpose. They haven't found it yet. Off we go. Just picture for a second what a man without purpose looks like. You know, he's slouched over, he's lethargic, he's slow, no real energy coming off of him, kind of a depressed mood. Now picture a guy who is on purpose. What's he look like? He's gonna be standing up straighter. He's gonna be inherently stronger. You're gonna hear actual energy in his voice. He moves faster because he's moving with purpose. His mood tends to be better. People like being around him. They don't move away from him like the plague. And he usually visibly looks like he's on a purpose. He looks strong. He's gonna be more fit, more in shape, because this man has a reason to be strong. He has a reason to be capable. Here's what happens to a man who doesn't know his purpose. He creates problems, or he dwells on problems. Why? Because problems give a purposeless man a fleeting sense of purpose. It's not a real purpose, but it's a sense of purpose. If he can create problems and dramas in his relationship or his work environment, he always finds something to criticize. Him focusing on problems, dwelling on problems, creating problems, gives him a sense of purpose. He feels purposeful relative to the problem that he created. And he created the problem because he's desperate to have a sense of purpose. Don't get it wrong. All men should be desperate to feel a sense of purpose. It's just 2 ways to do it. Being on a real purpose or creating fleeting senses of purpose by creating problems. You get to choose which one you're gonna do. And I think for most men, it's good to use the plural form of the word purpose. It's just what are your purposes? I know probably my primary purpose is to protect, love, and nurture my family. Then I look at my other purposes, like with work, my comedy channel, is to help awaken people to do their own critical thinking through the language of comedy. My purpose of this channel is to encourage men to build strength for what matters to them. And when I'm with my friends, my purpose in that moment is to connect and have fun. That's part 2 complete. It's good. I would say it definitely adds up the time under tension, even though it's like not that many sets, not that many reps. You have to remember It's actually a lot of time under tension, so it's applying difficulty to the body just in a different direction than what I've been doing lately. So it's good and stimulated. Now I'm ready for a good old-fashioned torture session. Part 3 torture conditioning circuit, my friend. This is actually simpler than what it looks like, but it's basically doing burpees before and after every single exercise. What that looks like, burpees 5 reps, front rack farmer's carries going about 50 feet, then burpees 5 reps, regular farmer's carries about 50 feet, then burpees for 5 reps, then box jumps for 10 reps, then burpees for 5 reps, assault bike doing 30 seconds at 500 watts, followed by burpees. Gonna do 4 rounds of this. And the burpees, it's just meant to be a grind. Keep your heart rate up, elevate it the whole time through. And I think there's nothing more annoying than doing burpees. So they say what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger, therefore burpees might annoy you, but they're probably not gonna kill you, therefore they'll probably make you stronger. So we're gonna get at this here. Off we go. Now, I don't think there's anything more frustrating for a man to hear who doesn't know his purpose than for him to hear someone talk about, you gotta find your purpose. It's like nothing's more annoying than that. And I think the worst way to find your purpose is by trying to find your purpose. By sitting there thinking about your purpose, you're never gonna find it that way. I think the best place to start with finding purpose is ask yourself, how can I contribute to something greater than me right now or in the near future? What is that, a random act of kindness? Is that going to volunteer? Is that through your work? Is that, what's my purpose going inside the house with my family? What's in front of you right now? How can you contribute to something greater than yourself? That's the best purpose to start with. It's not some big abstract, what's my life purpose? What should I change my career to be so I can be on purpose? No. Look for the purpose right now. That gets you acclimated to what purpose actually feels like. You're starting to calibrate your North Star to go into the direction of purpose and feeling purpose. And then from there, you go another step. A year later, you're able to calibrate into purpose bigger than just what's in front of you right now. It can be more mission-oriented purpose. Round 1, it's a quick rest. Round 2, I can accurately report after round 1, I'm already thoroughly sick of burpees. But it's like we find our way to the grand purpose as the blind gopher. We don't find it by looking for it or thinking about it. We find it by moving our feet and feeling the texture beneath our feet, the texture of purposefulness, which tends to make us feel fulfilled in our gut and in our heart. And it's super sexy to sit back and think, what is my grand life purpose? Yeah, super sexy to think about that. It's usually not that beneficial to think about it. With a purpose, a man is unstoppable. And men need to have a purpose. I think even more so than women. I think women's purpose, it's easier. For so many women, I mean, I think it's the greatest purpose of life, which is to give birth to children. That gives women inherent value. It is so valuable to the human race to give birth to a child. Men can't do that. We have a part in it, but it's the easy part. It's the pleasurable part. So women inherently have purpose because they can give birth. Men, we have to earn it. We have to earn our value. I can't wait to do more fucking burpees. Round 3. And even though no man really wants to hear that, I think all men inherently know this is true because we typically don't feel deserving of things just for ourselves. So by getting in shape for yourself, probably not going to do it. to get in shape for your family, so you're more capable for them, so you're a better example for them. That can drive a man, because we inherently know I'm not worth it to me, but they are worth it to me. My family deserves for me to get in shape. I don't know if I deserve for me to be in shape. Quite frankly, you're probably better off feeling as though you don't deserve it. But most of us inherently feel like we don't deserve it because we know we have to earn it. Men have to earn our value, and the best way to earn our value is doing something purposeful regularly. And again, purpose is doing something to contribute to something greater than yourself. Round 3. Down. I got a fever. The only prescription is more burpees. Round 4. Tony Robbins, I love a lot of stuff I hear him talk about. Talks about the path to fulfillment. It's doing something that contributes to something greater than yourself. Path to suffering, focusing on yourself. Don't make yourself your purpose. That doesn't work unless you're a narcissist. And if you're a narcissist, you'll like it, but it's probably not going to work very well for you, even though you think it will. So the take-home question, in front of me in my tangible life right now, what is my purpose? How can I contribute to something greater than me? Who can I contribute to that's greater than me? Anybody else is greater than you. That's how we start walking in the direction of our purpose and calibrating our minds and our feet to feel it. Done. Part 3 is complete. That was an absolute ass kicker. I mean, give that a shot if you want. That's in the description. For me, it was a 3 out of 3 effort. If 0 is you're not earning it, 1 is you're at least showing up, going through the motions. You get 2 earn it points for sending it. 3 is you went as hard as you possibly could. That was a 3 for me. After 2 rounds of that, I felt very done. But it's good because there was 4 rounds total, so this was a stretch. It's like every part of me felt like, well, I can't do this. I can't do 2 more. But the point is, just keep going. 1 more rep, 1 more step. So at the end of it, you look back and mission accomplished. So that was very hard, a lot of effort. This is a true character test. It's a good way to get 100 burpees in without realizing you're doing 100 burpees. This one, you microdose 5 burpees between everything. That adds up. So I'll tell you, I don't ever want to do this one again. But once I heal from the trauma of it, I'm sure I'll do it again. And that does it for our workout today. I feel like I could sit here for another 2 or 3 hours. That wouldn't be very purposeful. It'd contribute to nothing other than me feeling sorry for myself because I hurt right now. But I've got greater things to do. So I appreciate you joining me for today's video. Let me know in the comments below, what is something purposeful in your life that you can contribute to right now, today? I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for being on this mission with me on the Better Man Project. And if you haven't already, it would mean the world to me if you subscribe to this channel. I'll see you next time, brother.